Hello, everyone. My name is Sean Policino. Welcome to the real world of real estate. Today, I'm glad you joined us. We're going to talk about the first 6 things you need to do after becoming a real estate agent. And if you're not a brand new agent and you've been an agent for a while, then just do these first 6 things, and I promise you, you will see the results that will start to add up in your bank account. So, thank you for joining me today, and I will see you on the other side of the introduction. Great. Welcome back. Here we are getting started again. My name is Sean Policino, and I am with the Libertas Group at EXP, and also have a real estate team called the Policino Real Estate Team. So if you're ever interested in, having a one-on-one meeting with me or somebody to talk about what it looks like to be on a team, you click the link below, schedule with me, free, no obligation. Would love to just have a quick chat with you. I enjoy helping agents make a decision of what they would like to do in their own business. And this is something I do as a real estate coach as well. So it's just something I do on a daily basis. So click the link below. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you like it. If you subscribe, then you'll get notified when new content comes out. And I'm trying to make content 5 days a week is my goal. And that's the name of the channel, is the real world of real estate. I am a real estate agent. My name is Sean Policino, and welcome to the channel. And keep in mind that I am going to talk about the different ways of making money. But today we're going to focus on the first 6 things that you need to do after you become a real estate agent. And again, if you're already a real estate agent and you're not having great success and you want to up your game, then just do these 6 things, and I promise you, you will see the results. Okay. So if you're a brand new agent or one that isn't getting what you want, you're in the right place. And these are the 6 things you need to focus on. Only 6. And a lot of times people, they plan way out too far in advance. And so I'm going to get you to look at what you're doing today and focus on those 5 income generating activities. That's lead generation, lead follow-up, going on appointments, negotiating contracts, and practicing your scripts, dialogues, and presentations. That's your buyer presentation, your listing presentation for helping sellers. And I would recommend a commercial presentation, because otherwise you're just missing business. As you're having conversations with people, you're missing out on those commercial opportunities if you're not listening for it or comfortable having a conversation around that. So within the next 12 months, I would love to see you do $10 million in volume. And I promise you, if you focus on these 6 things, you will do at more volume than you could imagine. And volume basically is adding up the price of homes, the average sale price. If you sell a $300,000 condo, a $700,000 home, that is $1 million in volume. If you're not familiar with the lingo, I'm just going to kind of help you out along the way. So remember, Libertas Group at EXP, that's my organization or my virtual online brokerage. The Policino Real Estate team is my team. And then I am an agent as well, and I'm producing, and I'm also a coach for Icon Coaching. You can go to check out any one of our coaching programs at iconcoaching.com or click the link below. And I am on my laptop today, so I apologize for the color and the virtual background. It's not perfect. I tried to do my best in the lighting here in the room. And so, hey, you know what? No big deal. This is just important. What was important to me is that I get to send a video out to you guys today, and that was important. So number 1, selecting the right brokerage. And a lot of times the agents don't put enough thought into this. And it's really important that you select the right brokerage, because the brokerage is going to give you the support, the tools, the technology, and the amount of money that brokerage charges you varies from brokerage to brokerage, whether it's Remax or Century 21 or Compass or Keller Williams or EXP. They all have different amounts of broker splits where they charge you more or less, or they charge you for marketing or they don't. And it's very confusing for a new agent to come in and say, well, which one do I join? So I'm going to give you the key components here that you really need to look at when considering what brokerage to join. Now, I was with Keller Williams for 16 years. I happened to go to Keller Williams early on in my career because somebody recommended them as being a good training company for new agents. And I will tell you, they've got a great training program. But EXP actually has a better training program. We put about 60 hours of training out each week. And I joined EXP after 16 years with Keller Williams for a variety of reasons. The number one being the stock options and the retirement plan, because no brokerage out there teaches agents to focus on retirement. And that's one of the reasons why I left Keller Williams and came to EXP. So this is not a recruiting video, but I'm just using the different brokerages and using my experience to share with you. And hopefully you get that through the video here. It's not a recruiting video, but I'm not saying that you should come to EXP, but I will tell you that I experienced Keller Williams for 16 years. I experienced the technology, I experienced the training, I experienced the support. And now being with EXP for 1 year, Keller Williams never gave me any ownership in the company. I have ownership in EXP. Keller Williams never gave me a plan that allowed me to focus on retirement. I have a direct stock purchase program that I participate in the EXP that gives me stock ownership in the company at a discount, and it's comes right out of my commission before I ever see it. So it's like a 401k for a realtor. And so that is a big thing for me. I just turned 51 yesterday. Happy birthday to me. And that is a focus. When I turned 50, I was like, you know what? I need to focus on retirement because I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. Hence the name Libertas, which is our virtual online brokerage. Libertas is Latin for freedom. So this is not about selling real estate. It's not all about real estate. It's about freedom, financial freedom, time freedom for you to spend with your family and the people you care about and doing the things you care about. I love playing hockey. I love hiking. I love boating. I love scuba diving. These are the things I want to do, flying airplanes and helicopters. These are the things Sean likes to do. And I have to have money and I have to have time to be able to do that. So this all falls into you choosing the right brokerage that is taking into consideration all of these things. So training for new agents or agents that want to learn about something, a new strategy that they're not familiar with. We have over 60 hours of training. We have some of the best tools as far as EXP's enterprise system and the SkySlope for transaction management, and the online virtual brokerage, which gives us the freedom and the flexibility to do business anywhere in the country without paying more to the broker, which is what Keller Williams charged me more for doing business in Texas, which is someplace that I have family and I have a team in Texas as well as here in Los Angeles. Again, apologize for the lighting. It's my laptop and virtual the environment behind me. Apologize, it kind of goes in and out there, but I'm just trying to do the best I can for you getting this content out there. So number one, selecting the right brokerage. You want to look at tools. You want to look at technology. KV Core is one of the best CRMs with AI, behavioral science, behavioral systems, campaigns, all the marketing built in, designed for teams, whatever you want to do with a CRM, KV Core does that for you, and it's completely free or part of our $85 tech fee that we pay every month at EXP. Okay, I was with Keller Williams and they designed their own system called Command, and it was a hot mess, and it was didn't work half the time, didn't do what it was supposed to do, what was advertised to do, and it was more of a distraction than it was when it was really worth. Now, before Command, they had a system called E-Edge that they gave to their agents, but to be honest with you, it really was not a great system. So I went and used other systems like Top Producer and Boomtown and LionDesk. And so I've used a lot of different systems, and I can tell you that KV Core is one of the best systems. So we got training, we got tools, we've got flexibility. These are the things. Oh, low brokerage fees. That's one of the biggest things, is how much money is your brokerage relationship going to take? We have a cap of 16,000 at EXP, and at Keller Williams, it was 27,000. And then I had an office in Dallas that I had team members at, so I had to pay an additional 24,000 at that office as well. So at EXP, I still have my Texas location with my team members in Dallas, and I pay 16,000 for both locations, no more. And I can add on to other states and I don't pay any more. So consider the brokerage split. Yes, I pay 80-20. I split 80-20 with the brokerage, but I cap at 16,000. And any of my team members that I bring on only have to pay an $8,000 cap. And if we maintain a team over 10 team members, they only have to pay $4,000 in company dollar. So the brokerage model that you're choosing is going to determine the fees that you pay them. And we have very low transactional fees. At Keller Williams, we had pretty low transactional fees as well. But if it was at all possible, EXP is actually lower. So I didn't even think that was possible. So E&O insurance is capped at $500 and you pay $40 a transaction. I know some agents that are paying $3,000 a year for E&O insurance. So look at your fee structure at your brokerage as well. So that's your first strategy. What brokerage are you choosing? Are you selecting? Number two is, do you want to be a solo agent or do you want to be on a team? So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the difference between those two. So as a solo agent, you're your own boss. Literally, nobody tells you what to do. You also have the responsibility of making sure that you're practicing self-discipline and doing those right activities. But nobody's going to hold you accountable. Okay, so you could say that by being on a team, you have accountability, and being a solo agent, you don't have any accountability. But there's people you can go out to, agents. You can hire a coach. Check out iconcoaching.com, which people pay me to be their real estate coach. So you can hire a coach to hold you accountable. You pay for your own leads as a solo agent. You have a $16,000 cap at EXP as a solo agent. And I told you about being on a team, you only have an $8,000 cap. So these are the things to consider. So when you are a solo agent, you're responsible for generating your own leads as you are on a team, but the team gives you leads. But yes, on a team, you split with the team, split on those team generated leads 50-50, and you generally have to pay something on any leads that you bring to the table. So if your neighbor or a family member wanted to buy a home or sell a house, on our team, the team members contribute 25% of that commission to the team. And on any team generated leads, they contribute 50%. We split 50-50. They still have to split with EXP at 80-20, but they have a lower cap. They only have to pay $8,000. So on the team, you get provided leads, you get provided some marketing, you get provided tools like Homes for Heroes and Mojo Dialer. I pay for those on the team, and then the team members get to use them for free. As a solo agent, if you wanted to call expireds and you wanted to use a dialer like Mojo, that's going to cost you a couple $100 for the dialer and another $50 for the data. And yes, you get to keep 100% of the leads, 100% of the commission on anything that you close. So on our team at the Policino Real Estate team, I'm constantly nurturing my team members so that they will eventually go off on their own. There's no secrets. I share everything that's in my head with them so that they have the best opportunity for success. And eventually they're going to go off and hopefully start their own teams. That's my goal. So what do you want to be? Number two thing to consider is, do you want to be a solo agent or do you want to be on a team? Do you want to have hands-on accountability and somebody giving you leads and paying for marketing, providing you tools, or do you want to be responsible for all that yourself? So second thing to consider, second thing that you must do in the 6 things that I'm sharing with you as a new agent or an agent that wants to start doing business right away that's not happy with their production, is the third thing is creating SMART goals. SMART is an acronym for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-stamped. Okay. And as a coach, I help my coaching clients come up with these SMART goals. It's important that you follow a schedule. So part of number 3 is creating SMART goals, following a schedule, and being accountable, making short-term goals of quarterly goals instead of a long-term, a goal of 1 year. Because even as a new agent, that's too difficult to track and be able to hit that target a year out. You need to start with shorter term goals of a 3-month goal, which is a quarterly goal. And then your next 3 months, another goal, another quarterly goal. So after hitting those 4 goals, you end up hitting the annual goal maybe that you set for yourself. So start out with short-term goals. Make sure they're SMART goals: specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-stamped. And if you'd like to know more about that and do a free one-on-one session with me, we can talk about what it looks like to have a coaching relationship, or to be on the team, or be an individual agent with a solo agent with EXP. Click the calendar link below with me and schedule with me, free, no obligation. Okay. So strategy number 3 is creating SMART goals. Be accountable to a schedule. All that's important is that you put in the schedule the activities, the 5 income generating activities that I shared with you in the very beginning. I'll share with you again with you right now. That's lead generation, lead follow-up, going on appointments, negotiating contracts, and practicing your scripts and dialogues for your buyer presentation, your seller presentation, and your commercial presentation. Make sure your calendar is filled with those things on an 8-hour workday, 5 days a week. Okay. And be accountable to your schedule. Okay. And make sure you track and measure your results. Okay. So the 4th thing here I'm going to share with you today is pick a method or a strategy for lead generation. Okay. Don't try to pick 10 different strategies. It's too difficult. You won't be good at any of them. I can give you a list. If you private message me, I will send you a free list of over 50 different lead generation strategies that you can pick from. So networking, calling expireds, door knocking, just listeds, just solds, all of these are different lead generation strategies. Everybody has a sphere of influence. Some people might have only 5 or 10 people in their sphere of influence. And some people may be like me, where I started out with over 250 people in your sphere of influence. And if you properly market to that sphere of influence with a 33 touch campaign, you should be able to saturate that market within a year or 2 and see 20 transactions come out of the 250 people that are in your sphere of influence. So that would be a sphere of influence strategy, which pretty much everybody should have. That should be one of your 2 or 3, maybe 4 strategies. Maybe you're going to be door knocking. Maybe you're going to be calling Facebook leads, which, if you check out my video on listings to leads, by far the cheapest platform that you could start out running, low cost, effective, meaning you get contact information of the leads on Facebook. These are people that are thinking about buying a home, selling a house, or investing in real estate. Maybe they're ready now, maybe they're ready in a year. That's really not important. What's important is that you have the systems in place, that you nurture them, and you use the 5 activities, the 5 income generating activities. That's lead generation, lead follow-up, going on appointments, negotiating contracts, and practicing your scripts and dialogues. If you do that with whether it's a Facebook lead, a sphere of influence lead, or a lead that came out of your farm, you're going to see that business show up down the road. Okay. Generally, real estate is 90 days out. What you're doing today is you're not going to see the results of that tomorrow or next week, or even next month, or even 2 months. Probably going to show up 90 days from now. Real estate is a 90-day game. So number 4 strategy here is to pick your method or strategy for lead generation. If you need help on coming up with one, like I said, private message me here or on any one of my channels that you're seeing this, and I will send you a free list of 50 different types of strategies. Okay. So number 5 is set up and maintain your social media channels. Okay. If you're going to do TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram, pick those. If you're going to do LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram, and not TikTok, whatever those are, pick them and start posting to them on a regular basis. Part of our daily tracking is a minimum of 10 social media actions. If you're going to make 20 conversations a day, which is 100 for the week, 20 conversations, it's not about the leads. It's about how many conversations are you having. It's about the definition of a contact is a face-to-face or a voice-to-voice conversation about real estate. And we call that a contact. Each day, you're going to measure those contacts. If you're having 20 conversations a day, that's 20 contacts. and 10 social media actions, or you could do 10 conversations and 20 social media actions each day. That's just an example of two things. You're going to be accountable to that every day, fill out a daily tracking sheet, and then at the end of the week, at the end of the month, at the end of the 3 months, you're adding up your total time lead generating, your total dials, your total contacts, conversations, and your total of appointments, and your total closings. And I promise you, if you do these 6 things, you will show, 90 days from now, you will start seeing those results of contracts and closings, which means you're getting paid. If you have a closing, you're getting a paycheck. So that's what it's about. I promise you, if you track and measure, you'll see these results. You'll see the trends starting to show up. And then it's about consistency. So set up your main channels of social media, pick what those are going to be, and then start posting daily, 5 days a week. Okay, some personal, some business. On your personal page, it's going to be 80% personal, 20% business. On your business page, it's 100% business. Pick out the channels. I would recommend YouTube. YouTube, you're going to be able to monetize YouTube if you do this right. After doing it long enough, you're going to start building a following. You're going to be creating your brand and your unique value proposition, which we call your UVP. And that's one of the things we help our coaching clients and our people that join our team and the people that join our organization, Libertas. We help them identify their UVP early on, unique value proposition, and how to speak to that in their scripts and dialogues so that when they're having conversations, they can convert at a higher rate. Okay, so that's what's important. Strategy number 5, pick your channels, stick to those channels, and post on them regularly, daily. And number 6 is focus on the number of conversations you're having every day. Track those. We already talked about tracking and measuring. Okay, it's not the leads that matter. So if you get a Facebook lead and the phone number is bad, who cares? I'll teach you how to skip trace that, find the right phone number, and turn it into a conversation. Turn that conversation, convert it into a contract, an appointment, a contract, and then a closing. That's what we show you how to do on the team, and we hold you accountable to it. So it's not about the leads. Okay, there's no such thing as a bad lead. Okay, if you have a lead that has no contact information, then delete it. If it's got a good phone number and a bad email, or a bad email and a good phone number, a bad phone number, then you keep it. Keep it in your CRM, you nurture it. Who knows what will come out of that lead? Okay, daily conversations is what's important. You don't get contactitis, meaning you just make contacts for the sake of making contacts. If you have conversations each day or throughout the one day and you don't make an appointment, you keep going until you make that appointment. That's called contactitis. So that's a disease that you don't want to have as an agent. Okay, so focus on the number of conversations you're having. Leads don't matter. The mechanism for the conversation is the lead, meaning if you can generate leads through farming and Facebook and your sphere, and you're having conversations at a high enough level to close the number of transactions that you want to close to make the income that you want to make. And so we work from that income backwards through a business plan to come up with the number of appointments and conversations that you need to be having to make the amount of money that you want to make. Okay, so measure and track. The fortune is in the follow-up. Okay, and I promise you, if you track and measure this, you will see the results that show up through your lead generation efforts. So that's it. Those are the 6 things, whether you're a new agent just starting out, or whether you're one that's had your license for a while, but you're not happy where you're at income wise or real estate closings wise. Start these 6 things to me. Like and subscribe to the channel. Schedule with me if you want to meet me person, and we can have a free conversation around your real estate business. Thank you for joining me today, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you for joining the real world of real estate. See you on the next video. Bye-bye.